YouTube. We're back this time with a very, very special reaction. We're going to be doing Kid Hype, I Get Nightmares. Hope you understand. 10 tracks right here, 30 minutes long. Thank you for supporting the channel monetarily, Kid Hype. Thank you for requesting a review of your project. I'm going to be reviewing this project for sure. Let's see how it's going to be. Say What You Feel Sessions is the first track. This was, of course, a monetary request, so a sponsored request of a review. But I'm going to be critiquing the overall tracks and giving my thoughts about how he can make the tracks better, and at the same time talking about what makes the tracks great as well. So let me see how this project is going to be overall. Let's see how it's going to be. Thank you, Kid Hype, once again. Let's react to this project right here.
Nothing's out the question. I hope you know that. Holding all the anguish inside can be hella unstable for your mind, so won't you just let it all out for the one time? Shit is dangerous, not having all your inner demons fall in line. So while you breathing still, I need you to say everything that you feeling at this point in time. But it's like back against the wall for the pressure, saying fuck it. My state of mind back and forth dealing with corruption. Ready to explode, but I'm closed off from discussion. So I'm in the booth, the beat rolling, talking through the sessions. Yeah.
TTC on the beat.
I ain't writing shit, shit on release to keep myself together. Motivation mixed with depression, I'm facing Armageddon. I'm spilling all of my feelings like through the daily sessions. Other niggas drinking, they smoking, bitch, they just write letters. I've seen niggas struggle all my life, can never help them. Little niggas stuck in you, watching family forever restless. The better is always far away from lessons. Break when it's breaking their backs, so they can get the shadow one now.
Got a good flow right here.
Where the petty wagon they fall. They come right through the ghetto block full of superstars. Infinite dies, legends, Donnie said it's all up. Well, just for my niece and nephew, generations past of the Lord. Who put me on a level to provide for everyone. Who call my family members, stress seconds coming and go. It's like a go forever. My life is, you know, it's a story that you won't remember. That's my introduction to anyone who don't know my climate. The power came in to get a voice and I had no guidance. Luckily, my papa promised to keep it kids from the crisis. My mother's looking for self. I had to learn this prices. Right within myself. Family said you can create your problems and some advice. Live your life, these nothing's ever promised. I must fly by. Every step I take is done with silence. One day up there, the next one I'm over books. Finest, minus, music shit. I think I go insane.
Aggressive flow right here, aggressive beat.
Performance, in the game. Same city, different story, different breed is what I'm saying. Got the bit of blending with niggas, and I maintain. This is who I am, all I ever be to my man.
This is who I am.
You kill my vibe, you can stay away, take that as a lesson. Yeah, I got some niggas that's by my side, even though I'm reckless. I promise I got your baby, you know it's whatever.
Okay, so this has a great beat for the start right here, and at the same time a great voice. So I actually did enjoy that track. So that was a good start. Let's see how the next track's gonna be right here, Such Is Life. But that was a good start because the production was heavy, and at the same time his verse was heavy as well. Like, it had a good aggressive flow to vibe and actually fit with the mixing when it comes to the production right here. But let's see how Such Is Life is gonna be compared to the first track. Sounds a bit lower right here.
We gotta make it out on God. Yeah, this that pain music. Yeah, this is from the heart.
Pain music.
I should've known that it would be this way from the start. Pay attention to my state of mind as I spit this autumn box. Then I never vent to niggas, I just stay afar. My father struggling, trying to find work. My mom patient, even though she ain't the most. I'm paying bills, her dream she chasing. Us niggas tired, chasing money, bro, we never face it. We can't be Jay-Z, we still not faded. Meanwhile, my girl was lost, said I saved her life. Cuts on the thighs, if I was never there for me, a funeral would be devised. Women deal with drug dealers, disrespected by these guys. Had the future taken from them, such as life in 215. Stuck in my ways, I unwatched.
Much more chill type of vibe right here. You gotta stay away.
Niggas plotting right on the kinfolk, kill on sight, egg squatches never
Sorry,
find the snitches. So, oh Lord, we gotta make it out on God. Yeah,
make it out for sure.
Separated from the wave, what you think is popping? Them talents said to be the writer, hook to get the vibing. If you listen, I got responsibilities to be the best I can. hand. Such is life to hit them books representing for my fam. I read that
Representing for
have
sure.
no regrets in the 100 grand Illuminati shit. Sold these soldiers for a couple fans. Stuck in my ways, I don't
Never sell your soul, bruh. Tough.
every day to be better than I was before. Stay away. When them niggas post about the corner stuff. Mama said at night, make sure you blind in them windows. Such is life, niggas plotting right. Only kinfolk, kill on sight. Egg squinches, never finna snitch.
Such is
So,
life.
oh Lord, we gotta make it out on God. Yeah.
So I actually did enjoy the switch of pace when it came to this track compared to the first one, but at the same time, there was like a bit of a difference when it came to the mixing. This one sounded a bit, actually much lower compared to the first track because I didn't switch the volume at all, and I had to put the volume up compared to the first one because it sounded very low. So my critique would be to make sure that the mixing is actually equal when it comes to the tracks so that you have a better experience for your users whenever somebody's actually listening to the tracks. That way, they actually vibe to the tracks, given the different type of styles and flows, but not have it be of a lower equalizer type of sound when it comes to the mixing and the production, so that it sounds more of quality overall. But you get better when it comes to that as you keep putting out more tracks. But the vibe and the style sounds good when it comes to this track, but the mixing is a bit lower. So you could actually fix that a bit. It would be better. Lost Soul is going to be the third track. Let's see how it's going to be right here.
Yo. Can't believe this shit. Yo, I'm just talking about trying to get out the big city on handicap. I'm at the bottom.
This sounds loud already.
They gon' be back when I like give it to these people so they know that it's all getting wonderful kind of heard of that. Been a long so hard trying to love myself. Up and down bad and say I need some more. God love us up. This is how we depressed. Day by day, I ain't feeling blessed. Before I lay the rest, I need to let these niggas know. I got confessions I will speak about to any so motivated by these legends who be talking in poetry. That they speaking to be letting everything flow. Got off the phone with my man, check to find my line, trying to figure out these emotions that I feel inside. These biggest issues that be problems, I be both colliding, trying to be his own man, so nobody or his pride. I chase the bag, walk conflicted, that's my state of mind. I got focus while depression always about to shine. Hit the mattress in my head, then I'm about to cry. Another fucking day, I gotta laugh, feel like every time. I wonder if I ever smile the same way. Nigga cheating, optimistic, in my innocence, I gotta drink through the sessions. This is my leverage, the message is different when it's mixed, they don't pay attention. Trying to get out the big city on handicap. I'm at the bottom, which is mine, they gon' be back when I like give it to these people so they know that it's hard, then they wonder for kind of hear that. Been a long soul, trying to
Yeah, the vocals sound great right here.
down bad and say I need some more. God love is up, this is how we the price, day by day. Oh, I ain't feeling blessed. The devil dancing all around me, I can see him moving. Sometimes you gotta change.
Very emotional track.
Sometimes he on the side talking shit. Who be falling other days? He in the mirror trying to snuff out improvement. My job cut me up, bad vibe radiating. Lost in translation, my attention when communicating. My mean face natural, but I also got the patience till I want to show my red eye, showing time to waiting. For things to keep progressing, get it sound before I lose it. I'm about this money more than anything in the music. 35,000 I was working on my craft. Niggas said that I was ass, so I made them look stupid. I'm in the city where the young skill being so the beauty in the
This is the best track so far.
It's a product of the hard times. If you notice me, I do the full of me, good like a wolf chase. Trying to get out the big city on
make it out.
I'm at the bottom, which is not they gon' be back when I like give it to these people so they know that it's hard, then they wonder for kind of hear that. Been a long soul, trying to love us up.
That's my favorite part.
Down bad and say I need some more. God love is up, this is how brief the price, day by day. Oh, I ain't feeling blessed.
Tough. I ain't feeling blessed.
Yeah.
You just gotta keep going, keep focusing on your purpose. Make sure that you always maintain the focus right there on your passion and your goals. That's how you progress in life, to be honest.
It could have been a sunken place, but all I wanna do was fly. My family on the side, it said all I gotta do was try.
You gotta try all the time.
Together, try and make me down just the love. So waits myself, look, I could never lie.
Yeah, this is a dark track for sure.
But all I wanna do was fly.
So definitely these tracks have a dark vibe, some emotional type of storytelling when it comes to the situations in his life, if you want to put it that way. But at the same time, I just enjoyed the track because of the production and the flow he has. Definitely a very, very heavy beat, and at the same time, a very, very good use of that auto-tune on making it sound overpowered, but at the same time using it diligently to the point where it sounds great with the mixing. Great track right there. The best one so far, just because it's going to be the next one. Let's see how it's going to be. It's my favorite track so far, easily. Lost Soul.
I don't bitch, dummies better get the hell away from me. I'm out to get this something young. There's something you raise me if I wanna talk about it. I just hit the studio and I'm cool up and I'm back to me for sure. So I've been leaving for all once. Pick up the phone and touch the car. I don't bitch, dummies better get the hell away from me. I'm out to get this something young. There's something you raise me if I wanna talk about it. I just hit the studio and I'm cool up and I'm back to me for sure. So I've been leaving for all once. Pick up the phone and touch the car. Emotional troubles be bent the back of my eye. Working on a bad trust and got my shorty asking me if I'm okay. My mother worried about me wanting no confession. Father sent me down to tell me about his life and all these shit he went through growing up and said I don't want to take a shower for a day or two. I'm slipping through it, fuck it if I'm messy. I ain't got the energy to really do it. I ain't been the same in a couple months. When I get something out of nothing, then I have a little trouble. Cause these emotions get the best of me when none of pressure. Baby, you dummies better get the hell away from me. I'm out to get piece something young. I'm going through something you ask me if I wanna talk about it. I just hit the studio and I'm cool up and I'm back to me for sure. So I family fun.
So the chorus actually has a very catchy vibe. I do enjoy these tracks a lot. The last two tracks we listened to, Lost Soul and Just Because. My critique would still be that the mixing has been different on these tracks pretty heavily, because I had to switch up the volume constantly to actually have it not sound over extorted when it came to the speaker. But like Such Is Life sounded way too low compared to Lost Soul. But the tracks, the overall actual style and the vibes of the tracks and the vocal ability is good. It's just the mixing. Try to balance it better, and that would actually make the experience much enjoyable for sure. But when it comes to the track, it sounds very good. This is my second favorite track. Lost Soul would be the first one for me. Peace of Mind, let's see how it's going to be. Track number 5.
Had to check up on my own pulse. Took a couple seconds away in my own world. Yeah, I need a piece of mind, I'm falling off. Stay in my room, I need somebody that's with the life that I'm going through. I gotta find a way. See a brighter day. See a brighter day.
See a brighter day.
I'm about to break. I'm about to break. I ain't done this in a minute. They had the moment to chase my dream. You in my face asking what's wrong with the fifth I plead. Niggas never understand your pain. So they say keep your head up blind to the perception of everything you see. Yeah, we go through life. Yeah, we lose some people. Can't losing family unexpectedly. This shit the heavens way. In the church, I'm in need of brighter day for heaven's sake. What the fuck? Why is all this pressure coming as of late? Is that a civil line? At the heavens make is everything a lie. Goodbye to my naive phase. Around late 10 o'clock, our nature was notified. Grandpa lost his post, flatline, you said to God. Lord, let me speak with you. The hell you taking my family for? We lost 2 people, you now you really just adding more. I wanna see them break again. My dad's dead, and me punch a hole through these walls. I'm that mad, I just learned to write my pain away. It's that fast, I had to check up on my
rest in peace to your dad, man.
Stay strong for the family, really doing what I can. Gotta learn to take it to the chin and stand like a man. Little cousins looking up to me, so I don't understand.
So according to this track, his dad passed away. Rest in peace to his dad, for sure. Rest in peace to your dad, if that's the case, man. Very unfortunate, a very dark track right here. You've been having dark tracks with good storytelling, but very dark tracks for sure. So I just want to say, like, for sure, focus on your purpose, on your goals when it comes to music, and things will definitely happen for you as you keep progressing. There's gonna be the struggles, of course, but you just gotta keep going. And the consistency and the quantity is what actually is gonna bring the quality to your projects and to the tracks. So you just keep going forward. Fade Away is gonna be the next track. Let's see how it's gonna be. Let's check this track out. Notorious B.I.G.
Can bring me up, closed up, cause I'm different. Niggas push me out. I can never fit in. All this hate behind my back and see what love will begin. At the end of the road,
sometimes you just don't even have to fit in.
got the devil inside my body and giving in. Feel like it's time to fade away. I hit it away like it's 38 with the death for me. Feel like it's something on me.
So when it comes to your beat selections and when it comes to your vocals, it definitely sounds like a good vibe overall. It definitely fits in when it comes to this type of mixing right here. The vocal ability you have, you definitely can use the auto-tune and at the same time do the rapping type of vibe. So you definitely have the ability and the versatility to do both things. But I would consider like not focusing all the time when it comes to these type of subject matters, because it definitely, I'm not trying to tell you like to be positive and happy all the time, because that's not the point either. But if you actually just focus on that type of subject matter, it will influence you subconsciously to have that type of mentality. But of course, you got to talk about your struggles when it comes to the music, because you've definitely gone through a lot of tough situations. So you definitely have this mechanism right here, the music, to make you feel better overall when it comes to your life. But don't let it be to the point where it's just that subject matter that actually might infiltrate your mind subconsciously to the point where you're just in that space and in that thought. Have it be a positive mindset as well, and an abundance mindset, so you can keep progressing, because people want to, I'm sure your family wants to see you keep going for sure and keep progressing. The Storm is the next track. Let's see how it's going to be.
Leave me alone, I'm in the storm. I know that I'ma make it on my own. You led me on, this pain is strong. I didn't know this would happen all along.
Didn't know this would have happened.
The vibe is so Lord knows that fucking shit again. Can't believe that you done died. Thought it over 1,000 times when I'm stuck to trying to find a way to let you go. Life going south so fucked up, trying to make it out of 15 cents. Sitting on the fence, got the button up, I keep it working, no I'm giving up again. Life goes on and on when the sun's setting and I'm staying focused on my goal.
Different type of effect right here, like a reverb, distortion right here, background vocal.
Always found a way to keep me motivated. Said I like your words and your dedication. Selling to the better days when the block stores open. Caught up in a storm, going through the motions of my life. Battling my thoughts and focus. I'ma make you proud. Ain't no doubt about it. Keep my head up high. Eyes will never stop it. Looking at the sky, hoping that you watching. If I say goodbye, part of me is dying like it's never died. But we'll sit and dream. Alone, I'm in the zone. I know that I'ma make it on my own. You let me on this pain, this strong. I didn't know this would happen all along.
So from what I understand, he says that sucker shit I can't condone. That's what I understand when it came to the lyrics. But overall, the voice sounds good when it comes to this type of auto-tune type of vibe, the singing type of vibe, and also having the versatility of the rapping, like I said previously. I would try to actually, maybe it's just me, but at this point I just had like a brief struggle. Maybe it's because English isn't my first language, but at the same time I couldn't understand very, very clearly that part right there. But the chorus sounds like a good vibe as well. I just would say when it comes to my favorite track so far, it still has been Say What You Feel Sessions, Such Is Life and Lost Soul. Yeah, but this track doesn't sound bad. It's just not one of the tracks that I would replay, to be honest, when it comes to the other tracks compared. Paradise is going to be the next one, Confessions. Let's see how it's going to be.
In the paradise, the L-O-V-E got me feeling high. Sometimes I'm getting low at night, be my peace of mind. Put me through the ring and disagreements, make it overdrive. They keep my patience hanging back, you don't deserve to cry. I know life ain't easy, got some demons I can't fucking lie. It's 4 a.m. at night, you talking about you wanna die. Niggas say whatever, one nigga day, you should keep it smile. You be a mess when all I love you, just to clarify. I say I love you every day, got sure that's enough. Keep your head above the water, man, I'm sick, not acting up. You say your family be toxic, fighting about some stuff. You pulled into her, no ideas how to fix shit out of luck. Pour some vodka, get the numbers spilling, that's addicted. Not an alcoholic, but respect the facts, you need the feeling.
He knows how to transition to the voice and to the singing right here, to the rapping.
I know life ain't easy, got some demons I can fucking lie. It's 4 a.m. at night, you talking about you wanna die. Niggas say whatever, one nigga day, you should keep your smile on my eye. Sometimes I'm getting low at night, be my peace of mind. Put me through the ring and disagreements, make it overdrive. They keep my patience hanging back, you don't deserve to cry. I know life ain't easy, got some demons I can fucking lie.
Life ain't easy, man. Gotta keep going. smile. Next track is a skit right here, Never Stop, Lil X Breezy. If I'm not mistaken, that's how you say the name.
It's crazy, man. What's up, kid? I just wanted to tell you, never stop giving up on your dreams, bro. No matter what it is. I know.
No matter what it is.
That voice in your head to tell you to quit. But I need you to just not do that. I need you to keep going. Your music, it got a message. And message will
Keep focusing on your purpose. Keep going. Keep on going for sure. Never stop. Keep focusing on your purpose. Track number 10, Nightmares. Let's see how it's gonna be.
I get nightmares, hope you understand. Daydream about this life, so I clap my hands, knees on the floor, got that fucking plan. All they think was coming back, shipping the fan, yeah. Fucked up, I do what I can. Double on the left, on the right is the fan, yes. Been told you that I wanna stop, but you never let me get my friend, yeah. Had a long day, man, think I'm burnt out, crying on this floor, I'm my lowest point right now. Not just a rapper, but an artist showing I'm about. Now I get my medicine and good beat to wrap my doubts. Said it like my better days when I got the smile inside my room and my folks wanna scream and shout. Family, it but a word that you never child. Got an issue with each other, niggas wanna fight it out. I see the pain in my mother eyes every day. A lot of tears drop, but me up that she be this way. Babe in the mirror looking back, pain on his face. Had a lot of drop, but was left going for today.
This production sounds great.
With Grandpapa K. Now perfect, but just very close, as these niggas say. Throwing in the top, on my whole bed, fade away, but man's in my ass singing, nah, Brody, no way. I get nightmares, hope you understand. Daydream about this life, so I clap my hands, knees on the floor, got that fucking plan. All they think is coming back, shipping the fan, yeah. Fucked up, I do what I can. Double on the left, on the right is the fan, yes. Been told you that I wanna stop, but you never let me get my friend, yeah.
The last track easily had one of the best beats, if not the best beat on the project. The dun 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 dun, like that vibe right there. The background sounds, the aggression when it came to the bass and to the kick and to the snare. The production was great. It sounds great with a combination of your voice when you transition to the singing type of vibe and then to the rapping ability. So you have the versatility when it comes to this project. My critique would be work on balancing the mixing when it comes to your tracks, because that's going to bring a better overall experience. And you're going to gain that knowledge once you actually keep going and doing a consistent basis of tracks, because consistency is actually going to bring the quality. A lot of people try to go for the quality automatically, but at the same time, it's not going to work because you're actually just trying to make it perfect, this one thing perfect, and you're not going to have that consistency and that progression to develop. But if you focus on the quantity, the quality will come. So that's why I say, because I'm going to give the critique, but once you keep being consistent, it's going to come to you to actually have that mixing be well for your projects. I'm assuming you're doing it independently, of course, because you're a brand new artist right here, or maybe a younger artist, should I say, when it comes to not having a label backing you, from what I'm assuming, of course. But that's going to actually make you be better overall when it comes to that side of the production, the mixing. When it comes to the versatility and the progression from your styles and the vibes you have on the tracks, it's very good so far. I would say the subject matter could be a bit different, but at the same time, you definitely have to have that mechanism of the music to be able to say the things you have to say and let go of the feelings you have when it comes to that situation that you might be going through, because it's definitely a tough time to have to lose your parents, should I say your dad, or have to go through some things you were mentioning right here. But it's still a good vibe for sure. Let me know down below in the comment section your thoughts. Subscribe for some other videos. Once again, thank you, Kid Hype, for supporting the channel. Thank you once again for supporting it monetarily as well. 10 tracks, 30 minutes right here. Kid Hype, I Get Nightmares. Hope you understand. That's going to be it. Subscribe. I'm out. Peace.